What's going on, good people? This is Fred, and we're back with another episode of Life with Fred. Today is a snow day here in Milwaukee. I'm going to show you what it looks like outside my window in just a moment here. But since it's a snow day, school got canceled. Tonight is my regular night off from work. I'm going to do some cooking and some cleaning around the house. So I've been promising my mom that I was going to cook this cake for her that I made for my birthday. So today is a perfect day to go ahead and do it. So let me start off by showing you what it looks like outside my window. All right, so once we're done sifting this, we're going to add 2 cups of flour. All right, so I already sifted the flour in there. Now I'm going to go ahead and sift the cocoa powder. And while that's going, while I'm doing that, I have a half a cup of coconut oil melting in the microwave. That's what you just heard pop. All right, so to the mixer, I've added 2 eggs, a cup of coconut milk, a half a cup of coconut oil, 2 tablespoons or 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and we're gonna go ahead and let that start mixing. I got it going on low right now. And then we're gonna start adding our dry ingredients. Okay, so now to that mixture, I've added 2 cups of chocolate pudding, or 2 pudding cups rather. And now we're gonna go ahead and mix that in. And while that's mixing, we're gonna slowly add 1 cup of boiling hot water. All right, so most people would then bake the cake in a 8-inch or 10-inch pan. I'm using my 4-inch pan. As you can see, I've already coated it with, I normally use baker's dough, but this time I'm using pan baking spray that already has the flour in it. So I got 2 pans already prepped like this. I'm gonna go ahead and pour the mixture into these pans and let them bake.
Girl, we need to get up out of here. You need to start this car because I don't know if this fool's gonna wake up. Yeah, I had to choke the hell out of him.
All right, they're in the oven. We're gonna let them. They're in the oven now. We're gonna let them bake for about a half hour. Now that the cakes are done, we're gonna go ahead and get started on the mousse. All right, so for the chocolate mousse recipe is the same as you saw in the other video with the vanilla mousse. So we got a pan on the stove. We're gonna add 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. All right, and in the stand mixer, we got 2 eggs. And I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of sugar to that and let that blend up while the whipping cream is getting warm. All right, now to that we're gonna add the heavy whipping cream slowly. Don't want scrambled eggs. All right, so now we got it back, the mixture back on the stove. We're gonna stir for 5. All right, now that it's been about 5 minutes, we take it off the eye and we go ahead and add in the milk chocolate. And then we're gonna stir that until it's melted. Okay, so apparently my phone wanna act funny, but once we took the heavy whipping cream mixture off the stove, we went ahead and added in the milk chocolate, and we got that all stirred in. And now we're gonna go ahead and strain it before we chill it. Okay, so now we're going to strain it. And then once we strain it, we're going to put some saran wrap over it. Make sure the saran wrap touches the mixture so that it don't form a skin. And then we're going to let it chill for about 2 hours. All right, so it's been a few hours, so we're going to go ahead and peel the plastic off and get it back in the mixer. And then whip this up. All right, so I let the cake cool overnight in the freezer once I put the mousse on it. So now we're gonna go ahead and make the mirror glaze. And for this one, we're doing a chocolate mirror glaze. So we're gonna start off by blooming 1 package of gelatin. Okay, so I looked at the recipe again, and it actually calls for 2 packs of gelatin and 1 cup of water. So I'm using a 1/4 cup here, so that's 2, 3, 4. And that's 1 pack of gelatin and 2 packs Now I'm just gonna stir this together, and get it blooming. All right, and just like with the last glaze, in the pot I got 2 cups of water, 2 cups of sugar, and 2/3 cup of condensed milk. I'm gonna stir that up and bring it to a nice little simmer. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add the gelatin now and stir that in. Okay, so in this bowl we got 700 grams or 24 ounces of chocolate. You can do it with milk chocolate or dark chocolate. I'm doing it with a mixture of both because I didn't have 24 ounces of one or the other. So here we go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and strain the condensed milk and sugar mixture to make sure all the gelatin pieces melted. And then we're going to use the immersion blender and blend this up. All right. Now that that's all blended up, we're gonna let it cool, and then we're gonna come back and stir it every so often until it's cool enough to pour over the cake. All right, so I got my 2 4-inch cakes here set up. I got them sitting on top of a small can on top of a sheet pan. And then I could have gone back and put another layer of chocolate mousse, but the mousse was so hard to work with, I just chose to just do 1 layer. And then now we're gonna go ahead and sprinkle the Mirror Glaze. Judging on the way it's running, I could have let it cool a little bit longer. I definitely could have let it cool a little bit longer. And with this, you can see the purpose of the pan underneath. So it's not turning out the way I wanted it to, because I kind of rushed the process. But hopefully the chocolate one that you'll see in the next video turns out a lot better.